Hello, my name is Jason Lowry.
Good morning to you. I'm Mark Toady.
And this is episode 105 of the Parkland Podcast.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say. They got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
Good morning, Parkland. It is episode 105 of the Parkland Podcast on this slightly rainy Saturday morning. Well, okay, yeah. Mark, you would have been so proud of me. I was planning on walking today, and then as soon as I walked out the front door, it started thundering, so I drove.
I walked 3.25 miles this morning.
Yeah?
And I am feeling frisky. Froggy, don't you know?
Feeling frog? Oh, don't say that.
Yeah,
Can't
okay.
talk about the amphibian or the insect or the footwear on this show.
Okay, never mind. Feeling frisky. We'll leave it at frisky.
There you go. Hey, episode 105 is brought to you by Parkland Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Parkland Podcast. Discover Farmington more than you ever imagined. First State Community Bank, online at fscv.com. Jerry's Fireworks. It is fireworks season,
Yes,
everybody.
it is.
And Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Vote for Mike Miller on August the 4th. We have our Republican primary preview today, and we have 6 guests joining us.
A new record, possibly.
No, we've done more than 6 before. Remember the pancake breakfast a couple years ago?
Yeah. The first, maybe a tie for the record for the most in-house.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
Not when we've gone out on location.
Yeah, because we talked to like 50 people that day.
Yeah, that was
enough to do 3 podcasts. It was great. Becky Lobinger, state representative, will join us at 8:30. About 8:45, we'll talk to Christina Bone, and then following Christina, we'll talk to Ginger Daffron. Then Angie Ussery will be our guest, followed by Mike Miller, and then we'll wrap up with Kyle Smith. So everybody but Becky involved in a contested race in the Republican primary. And so all of these folks will be taking time out of their Saturday morning to come and join us and talk to us and talk to you, so that whenever you go to the ballot on August 4th, and I said August 3rd, I think 5 times on the little
and you got
preview bump
corrected.
I got corrected, yes. But August 4th, I would encourage early voting's underway. If you want to do the early voting, you early vote all the time, don't you?
All the time.
It's so much easier, I think. But if you want to vote and you want to know, wow, I don't really know much about these people or this person, this is the way to find out. What do you got all Googled up there? You got something?
Oh, my brother sent me a text yesterday. Before we get into that, though, I want to send our thoughts and prayers out to the family of Al Sullivan.
Oh, yes.
Who passed away this week. Al, ironically enough, as we get ready to interview a whole bunch of Republicans, was one of the leading people of the Democratic Party in this area for years and years and years. So Nancy and Sally and all the grandkids, our thoughts and prayers are with you. We wanted to say that first and foremost.
Yeah, Al, first-class individual.
All the way.
Always so generous with his time. If you needed a soundbite about something political or about East Missouri Action Agency, economic development, man, he would have been all over Farmington Crossing.
Yes, he is definitely a guy that will be remembered for a long time. I told his wife, Nancy, last night that I probably interviewed Al easily over 100 times.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I'm probably close to 50 myself. So, yeah he was great. Him and Tom Burcham. By the way, Tom will be joining the show in a couple of weeks to talk about the amendments. They were quite the duo when it came to political talk.
Yes. They knew their stuff, and they got along. I wish everybody who was political got along as well as they did.
Yeah, we could learn a thing or two from those guys. But rest in peace, Al, and definitely our condolences going out to the Sullivan family. What'd you do this week?
Well, I was going to go back to my brother.
Oh,
real
your brother,
quick.
yes. Tell me about your brother.
He got the new Paul McCartney album, The Boys of Dungeon Lane. And I said, well, what are the best tracks so far? And he says, so far, this is according to Tom Toady, music expert, so far these are my favorites: Lost Horizon, Days We Left Behind, Ripples in a Pond, Mountaintop, We Two, Come Inside, Never Know, Home to Us, First Star of the Night. It sounds like he
Tracks
likes
are
the
on
whole
this
album. Yeah. He says there's 5 more tracks.
Oh, okay.
5 more tracks, but he says it's some of his best work, and his voice sounds good.
Huh.
Which is saying something for an 80-some-odd-year-old man.
No
sing,
kidding.
So.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. I'll probably be listening to that album.
Okay, all right. So besides texting your brother, what all did you do this week?
I didn't do a whole lot. I'm getting ready to. I want to send a shout out to Neil Construction. I think they're going to finish my house this coming week from all the hail damage. So I'll be getting new siding and new guttering and a couple new shutters on the front of my house. It's going to look brand new by the time they are done. And hopefully all that will take place this week. So I did a lot of preparation getting ready for that during the week.
And then United Way grant presentation was
we
this
had
week, too?
that on Tuesday. That went very, very well. We had it on Monday. We moved it to Monday. That went well. Handed out nearly $100,000 to close to 30 different agencies. You can go to the United Way of St. Francis County Facebook page and see pictures of all the excitement. Then I had a nice dinner this week at Bogey Creek on Wednesday, and I went to Pasta House with some good friends. Last night, want to congratulate Jim and Tammy. They got married last Saturday.
All right.
And we had dinner with them and a couple of other friends on Friday, last night at Pasta House.
Very, very cool. The wife was gone all week. She left Sunday on Father's Day and got back last night about 10 o'clock. Was with 3 students at the National Theater Convention, and they ended up doing pretty well, a duet and a solo artist. And so she spent the week living in a dorm room at Indiana University. And I think we did okay as far as keeping up the house and keeping up with some of the duties. Jonas had big band camp, Dave Dickey's big band camp all week, and had a blast. He knows people that know people that
I know a
people.
guy.
He knows people now, man. He was all excited about it. Great concert, and it was a great week for Jonas working on his jazz skills. He got a scholarship to go to the camp as well, so that was pretty cool. But this was like all over. I thought maybe this was just MAAA conference, maybe some Jefferson County schools. There were students from Springfield, there were students from Illinois, and I think there were more students staying in the dorms at MAC as opposed to just the local kids getting dropped off. So Jonas met a lot of cool people and had a great week. It's just been a great week, and the wife is home now, so life is better.
Got to send also a shout out to my good friend Sarah Henson. She has her own little roadside stand, but she saw her first snake inside her house.
Oh gosh!
This week it was in her garage actually.
Oh, okay.
And she actually picked it up herself and took it out of her house. She's a lot braver than I am.
Oh.
Of course, she used oven mitts and a pair of tongs.
Oh,
but still.
I don't blame her for that.
But still, yeah.
I don't blame her for that.
I'd get some of her trail mix just to congratulate her on being brave enough. I'm calling her Sarah Henson Snake Wrangler now.
Snake Wrangler. Good morning, Alan Coleman. He is watching. Also, Mike Miller says he's looking forward to the interview this morning. So we appreciate everybody hitting us up in the comments and letting us know that you're watching and are excited about episode 105 of the Parkland podcast. Do you have any music or any kind of general trivia for us today?
Let's just do this.
Let's do this.
Since we've got a political theme for today. Here you go.
Okay, all right.
According, wait a minute, let me find my, okay.
Okay.
According to Google, have we had more Republican or Democratic presidents in our country's history?
I got a 50-50 shot. I'm going to say we've had more Republican than Democrat.
We have had more Republicans. We've had 19 Republican presidents and 17 Democratic presidents. Along those lines, governors of Missouri, more Republicans or Democrats?
Oh, gosh. That's a great question, too. And I bet you it's pretty close. I'm going to say we've had more Democrats.
We've had more Democrats, but it hasn't been that close. 38
Really?
Democrats, 15 Republicans.
Wow.
Who was the last Democratic governor in Missouri?
That would be the man from DeSoto, Missouri.
Very
Mr.
good.
Jay Nixon.
Very good.
Jay Nixon.
One last question. Missouri was admitted to the Union in 1821. I think most people know that.
Right?
What month?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me what the other state was. I was ready to fire off Maine. It was part of the Missouri Compromise. What month? Well, I'm going to just completely guess, and since it is the month of June, I'm going to say June.
Well, you were close. August.
Okay.
August 10th of 1821.
Huh.
So there you go. A little trivia to get your brain working early this morning.
Who was the first governor you interviewed, you think?
Probably either Kit Bond or John Ashcroft.
Kit Bond or John Ashcroft. Hi, good morning. Golly, I know I interviewed Jay Nixon.
And I interviewed Jay Nixon, but before he was,
Yeah. I'm just trying to count off all the ones that I did. Bob Holden.
I interviewed Bob Holden.
Interviewing him. Who was the really young one?
Well, Eric Greitens.
Eric Greitens. I remember interviewing him, but there's one before. Yeah, he had an interesting political career. Yeah, interesting political career. Golly, I'm trying to think of it. I remember Dan Shunks calling him the child governor.
That could have been Greitens.
Was that Matt Blunt? Matt Blunt, that was it.
Okay.
That was it. I remember him coming to the Civic Center in Farmington, and he was running for governor, and I think everybody else was on vacation, so they sent the sports guy out to do it because there weren't any sports going on, and I'm sure I just totally bluffed my way through that interview, and it was horrible. Horrible. So you like politics?
So, Governor, what's that like?
Yeah. Well, I'm not the governor yet. I'm running for governor. Real eloquent answers and horrible questions. Worst question you've asked in an interview, or an interview that you can remember where you just totally botched it, or maybe somebody else did if nothing comes to mind that you did.
I can't narrow that down.
Yeah.
I remember interviewing a guy about the worst pickup lines you could ever use
Okay.
on a girl.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that has to do with what you just asked. But
No,
let's
okay.
see. One of them was, you don't sweat much for a fat person, do you?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's real complimentary. Yeah.
And then there were a bunch of others. But I always think back to that. But I've asked so many dumb questions.
Was that guy like an author? Did he write an author?
Oh, yeah, it was a
okay.
book. He
Wrote a book. So and we used to get those a lot. It was like, hey, interview this author, interview this musician. And a lot of people, I think, I didn't like doing those because I felt they were kind of
self-serving for the person.
Yeah, and I don't feel like the listener got anything out of it.
No, unless it was like the one I did with the pickup lines. That was funny.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff like that. I interviewed Dee Snider once, and he had just written a book, and he was a very interesting interview. But
when you asked him a question he didn't like it, he said, "Hey, buddy, we're not going to take it anymore.
We ain't going to take it." No, he was really, really nice. It was a phone interview, but I don't know. I just always felt like those kind of interviews, they might be self-serving and like, hey, I got to talk to blah 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 blah, but it's more important, I believe, to talk to the person running for this.
I'd rather talk to local.
Yeah, exactly.
I did interview Felicia Rashad once.
Felicia Rashad from The Cosby Show?
Yes. about dental work. Her dad
dental
was
work. Was it a
but Doug Ross, who was a well-known dentist in the area back in the day, he hooked me up with that, and she was very nice, very prim and proper, just like she was on the TV show.
Yeah.
Boy, if that had happened 20 years later after everything happened with Bill, it would have been a much more interesting interview.
Yeah, you could have could have had a little more deep dive. I'm sure the interviews with her, and I don't know, maybe she doesn't say anything about that situation. I don't know. I've never done a deep Bill Cosby dive. Maybe
by the way, not to change the subject.
No, please do, because we're just.
But Ransom's Mercantile.
Ransoms.
The fast fact that's on the side of their door.
Oh, you took a picture of it.
I took a picture of it because I wanted to read one of these this week, and we'll read the other one next week.
Okay.
When the Ridge Events crew was repairing the building, one day John was tinkering with a wall and pulled an old board down. Behind that wall, would you believe it, was a tin recipe box. Inside that recipe box were, you guessed it, recipes. One was titled The Best Lemonade This Side of Deloge. Chris and John gave that recipe a try, and my oh my, it was the best. After that, they decided they'd sell the infamous lemonade too. So you are getting the best lemonade this side of Deloge at Ransom's Mercantile.
Yeah,
and you can also get some pretty good pick-a-pack retro vintage sodas.
Yeah,
that we have on display here as well.
There are multiple root beers.
I see Dad's root beer, Americana. I don't know what Americana would taste like.
Butterscotch beer.
Ooh, berry cream. I bet this is delicious.
Berry cream. There's regular Dad's, not sugar-free Dad's. And then you have another one of the butterscotch.
These are all things that Jason can't drink anymore.
I know. Oh, man. I got diet soda over here. It's so gross. I don't even want to drink it.
All right. I think we've got news to do, don't we?
We do have news coming up. But first, I want to talk about Parkland Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Parkland. That is where you go whenever you need something for your health. They are so easy to work with. I go to the Deloge store, love the drive-thru, but sometimes I like to go in and pester the people that work there, and they thoroughly enjoy it. You're a big fan of the Farmington location. That's where you frequent.
Yes. Love going in there. They know me by name, and they treat me just like one. That's what I like the best about it. Yes, you can get prescriptions filled anywhere, but you're not going to get that great customer service where people make you feel good. Let's face it, sometimes when you go into a pharmacy, you're not feeling your best, whether it's an allergy, a cold, a sinus infection, or whatever. You want people to put you at ease and get you what you need and make you feel good about being there. And that's what they do at Parkland Pharmacy.
They have 6 locations to serve you. They're in Deloge, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, Greenville, and Piedmont. Parkland Pharmacy, small town pharmacy at its finest. First State Community Bank is the official bank of the Parkland podcast, fscb.com. And we said it with Parkland Pharmacy. Anybody can get your prescriptions. Anybody can handle, any bank can handle your money. They have everything that everybody else has, all the online features. But what separates them is the community involvement at First State Community Bank.
There will not be a community event in this entire county that you won't see somebody from First State Community Bank there. I know it wouldn't be Country Days without them, and Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. I could go on and on, all kinds of different events. You will definitely see somebody from First State Community Bank there. I'm trying to talk them into bringing back their big chili cook-off that they did a couple of years ago.
So you can judge it?
Yeah, try the chili, man. It was really good stuff. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It was a great time. I mean, if they did such a nice job with their hot dog stand.
Yeah.
They don't charge for their hot dogs anymore at Country Days. They just ask for donations, and then the donations go to different charities that they help to support, which I think is really cool.
That's putting the community in their name. First State Community Bank, fscb.com, member FDIC. You ready for the 4th of July? You ready to celebrate the big 250?
Only if I go to Jerry's Fireworks
That's
first.
right. Jerry's Fireworks is the location to go to. They're located in Leadington. It is the superstore. It is the largest selection. 69 years they've been selling fireworks in the Parkland. That's a pretty impressive run.
That is a pretty impressive run. But, boy, you see Jerry's fireworks stands, you know you're going to get quality and you're going to get good service.
Check them out. They're open 7 days a week, the Leadington location. Jerry's Fireworks, proud sponsor of the Parkland Podcast. Quick break. When we come back, we'll have your news for you next here on the Parkland Podcast.
It's time to get down in 250 different ways. That's right. 69 years of Jerry's Fireworks. Uncle Sam is back, but you know that. My shirt and hat. Patriotic in no time flat. Reminding you that Jerry's is the place to go for giant savings and selection. Oh, and so much more. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number one. Jerry's Fireworks is open 7 days a week. From novelties to big display, selection can't be beat. Make your 250 nifty and your barbecue nice with the largest selection at the lowest price. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number one. Jerry Fireworks. Jerry. Jerry's Fireworks.
Time for news now on the Parkland Podcast. A Farmington man is facing 26 felonies in a child sex investigation that goes back to the mid-90s. 65-year-old Jackie Patterson's court records show the abuse happened between 1995 and 2004 with a child under the age of 14. Patterson will have a bond hearing next month and faces sentencing in August.
An online giant is building a last-mile distribution center in Park Hills. Amazon is building a 70,000-square-foot facility near Highway 67 at the Fairgrounds exit. The new center, when complete, would employ between 80 and 100 people and is expected to be complete by 2027.
One of the first national chain restaurants in the Parkland is closed. Farmington Pizza Hut employees were told Tuesday evening that the location would close permanently at 11 o'clock that night. Farmington Pizza Hut on Karsh Boulevard has been open since the late 1970s.
As we had mentioned earlier, the United Way of St. Francis County had its annual grant check ceremony this past Monday at the Farmington Public Library. Nearly $100,000 was handed out to close to 30 different non-for-profit agencies. The group has already begun work on fundraising efforts for next year's grant ceremony.
The FAA is investigating a plane crash that took place earlier this week near the Bismarck Airport Tuesday morning. The pilot of the single-engine craft walked away with no injuries.
And the Baby Boomer Reunion concert is already being organized. It returns to the First State Community Center, and they're already putting information out. It'll be July 31st and August 1st. So be listening for more information on that, because we'll have much more on that as the days go by.
Absolutely. Get those tickets now. The Spirit of 76 is the theme. All the songs are from 1976, and they released the set list to all the cast members this week. Whoo, Tote, you're going to enjoy that show. Buddy.
Excellent.
All right, give us some weather. What's the weather going to do?
Well, I think they've kind of downgraded the rain a little bit. It's going to be off and on showers and thunderstorms today and maybe tonight, which is good news for the St. Joe Parish Picnic, which is this weekend. But tomorrow it will be hot, and that's going to bring a full week of heat with it. 92 tomorrow, 94 Monday, 97 Tuesday. And I've heard at one point they were looking at maybe close to 100, but they've kind of stepped back on that a little bit. So going to be hot and muggy today, but maybe a little rain to keep it cooler. But starting tomorrow, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, we're going to have a heat advisory going into effect starting tomorrow night and effective through Wednesday, and the extended forecast through Friday of next week still putting highs in the 90s. Right now it's 74 degrees with some areas of rain in the area. It's 8:24. You're watching the Parkland podcast. Coming up next, your events. They're presented by Discover Farmington.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Events are powered by Discover Farmington more than you ever imagined. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com allows you to find out more about entertainment, dining, outdoor activities, wineries, and more.
Well, we mentioned the St. Joe Parish picnic this weekend. Music from Southside Johnny. They are really good, by the way. There's going to be authentic Hispanic and Filipino food starting after the 5 o'clock Mass. And then tomorrow, those kettle beef dinners. Crafts, games, music, all starting at noon.
St. Joe Parish Picnic, can't beat it, always a great time. St. Francis State Park has a bird ID and craft projects and the fishbowl game, weather permitting, starting at 10 o'clock this morning.
The Farmington Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints 250th block party is today starting at 6:30 with a potluck dinner, concert, and diaper drive.
Let's look ahead to your 4th of July celebrations. Bismarck Freedom Fest, July 4th. The parade starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. They'll have vendors, food trucks, live music, fireworks at 9, happening at the Bismarck School Grounds.
Light up the sky also on the 4th with Vinyl Revolution. There's going to be barbecue and a beer garden starting at 5, fireworks at 9 at Bonne Terre City Park.
Fireworks over Farmington on July 4th. Ear candy and food trucks starting at 6 o'clock. Fireworks will begin in Engler Park at 9:15.
There's also an America the Beautiful downtown block party July 10th in downtown Farmington.
Minor Tough Weekend is July 11th and 12th at St. Joe State Park.
Dancing for a Cause, line dancing and couples dancing, July 11th, 6:30, Long Hall, Farmington, to benefit the Alzheimer's Association.
Gospel Award winner Lloyd Nix will perform at First State Community Bank Center. Tickets are $25 in advance. That's on July the 11th.
July 24th, the date for Blackbird Strut, part of a Deloge concert in the park.
Craig Morgan returns for the St. Francis County Fair. That event runs from July 30th through August the 1st.
The annual Baby Boomer Concert, The Spirit of 76, July 31st and August 1st at the First State Community Center in Farmington. Tickets go on sale July 1st.
Pie baking contest presented by Discover Farmington. That's August 1st at the St. Francis County Fairgrounds. Top pie wins $500.
And the 9th annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, September 18th and 19th in downtown Farmington.
Check it out. We're going to start finding out who some of the entertainment is very, very soon. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com, the place to go to find out about local events. Even book a wedding or day trip today at DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com. 8:28, 75 degrees. We'll have sports coming up next. St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with the type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office. His focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer. Here's your sports on this Saturday morning. Cardinals lose it last night, wasting a nice pitching performance from Michael McGreevy. They fall to the Marlins 4-0.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about with the Cardinals. They've played so well, but they are so young. They need to bounce back, not let these last couple of games bother them, and get back on the winning track.
42-37 on the year. They're 8 games back in the Central behind Milwaukee. Chicago's ahead of them now. And they are now out of the wild card race.
Right.
The Cubs, the Phillies, and the Padres have all moved ahead of them. Cards and Marlins tonight, 6:15 and 1:15 on Sunday. And the St. Louis Blues had 4 first-round picks headed into the NHL draft last night. They traded 2 of them to Anaheim for center Mason McTavish, who's a former first-round pick, was a number 3 pick overall a few years ago, only 23 years old. And it looks like the Blues got another great player to bring into the fold.
And I'm going to take your word for it because my knowledge of hockey has gone way down the tubes in the last 10 years. So good enough.
So there you go. Blues used the other 2 picks in the first round to bring in a couple of forwards, and we'll see how it works out. The NHL draft continues today. That is a check of sports on the Parkland podcast. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll start our Republican preview for the August election. And Becky Lobinger will be our guest next on the Parkland podcast.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
It's time to get down in 250 different ways. That's right. 69 years of Jerry's Fireworks. Uncle Sam is back, but you know that. My shirt and hat. Patriotic in no time flat. Reminding you that Jerry's is the place to go for giant savings and selection, oh, and so much more. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number 1. Jerry's Fireworks is open 7 days a week. From novelties to big display, selection can't be beat. Make your 250 nifty and your barbecue nice with the largest selection at the lowest price. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number 1. Jerry Fireworks. Jerry. Jerry's Fireworks.
Back on the Parkland podcast as we get you ready for the August primary. And joining us here on the podcast, we have State Representative Becky Lobinger. Thanks so much for spending some time with us here on this Saturday. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for letting me join you today.
A very relaxed Becky Lobinger, because as I understand, you're not running opposed this year, or you
In the
are?
primary, I do have a general election, yes. But yeah, it is definitely more low-key at the primary season than last time. So I had some great people I was running against too, and am honored to be able to serve. But yeah, it's a low-key August right now, kind of, you know.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the previous session. Your overall thoughts on what the House was able to accomplish.
So we did move a lot of things this year in the House. The House and Senate both worked pretty well. Our floor leader, who is the Speaker-elect, he front-loaded a lot of things for the House. So we worked late hours and a lot of bills early on. So then we could do more with things that the Senate sent over, have a little bit more time for some back and forth, which always happens between the houses, and do a lot of things this year. So,
Did you have the chance to put any bills through?
I had some doula language that went all the way through. There was a large medical health bill that made it all the way through, and so some of my background working with women who are expecting, doulas have become very important, especially for moms without other support. And so this language just made sure that we were focused on birth doulas who are helping mom during that pregnancy, delivery, postpartum time, and getting a few more appointments postpartum just to make sure mom's mental health is in a good spot, that things are going well with baby, and making sure that those doulas are reimbursed during that birth, delivery, and postpartum time. We have a high maternal mortality rate in Missouri, and so we need to do things that are following up well. Doulas can go in the home and meet with mom there in her home setting and just have a good eye on things for mom.
One of the hardest things that legislators have to do every year is put together a budget. That was not easy this year, was it?
No, we are definitely in a season of cuts. So since 2020, there were a lot of federal dollars sent down. Right. Previous legislatures decided that was an opportunity to invest in a lot of different things. It should have been just one-time builds or investments. Some programs started or expanded that would require continuing funding. It's just not sustainable now that we no longer have those federal dollars. So we are in a season of cuts. Most things will probably have funding cuts over the years. We just cannot sustain without that federal funding to support.
So Becky, it's one thing to be on the outside looking in at the Missouri legislature, for example, and say, oh, okay, so that's how it works. But then when you get in there and you're doing it day to day to day, was it a lot different than what you expected, or what you expected?
So it's yes and no. I knew it was going to be hard. I know that nobody likes what the legislature does for the most, just right. Nothing's going to be perfect for the community because you're working with so many other people, and the House and the Senate coming together to agree on things is difficult. And so that's just part of it. It's so much networking, building relationships, listening to each other to find out priorities from all of your coworkers, and then how do you work together to get good things moving and to stop the hard things when that's maybe your friend who has a piece of legislation that they're trying to move forward, but there's some glaring flaws that would cause problems down the road. Maintaining good relationships for the future, but also protecting the people from some really terrible things. It's difficult. So but it's part of it.
Special session, there's been some talk, nothing's been official, probably going to have a veto session at some point.
We will have a veto session in the fall. That always happens. The governor looks over what we did, and he gives his vetoes, and then we go back and review what the governor said and make our decision. Do we support his decisions, or are there some things that we disagree? So that will happen in the fall. Special session probably would depend on how votes go in August over some of those amendments that people are voting on.
I would imagine you've kept pretty busy since the session ended.
Yes, there are always events and activities, and it's good to be back in district and see people and hear from the community more again. So,
when you're seeing people at these events, what are some of their biggest concerns? Like you said, everybody, has a special, maybe if I'm a teacher, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on with education? If I work, in public service, what's going on with my direct area? What are the constituents telling you? What are some big issues that they're concerned about?
What I hear about the most, honestly, is the amendments coming up, what they are, what they would do, and just more background information on those. So I've been trying to get a lot of information out about the amendments that we'll be seeing in August, and then I'll work some more on amendments we'll see in November. But that's been a lot of the conversation. So I know education always is part of the discussion. We met our constitutional obligation for funding. It wasn't the raise that was requested, and I know that is affecting our schools. But just like everything's facing cuts right now. We can't do raises in funding, and I'm working on in the upcoming session. I've already reached out to some superintendents and principals, and even at the university level, just rolling back some regulations. We have really overregulated our public schools, and so rolling back some of those regulations so that they can actually assess student needs on a more individual basis instead of we highly regulate the parameters, so kids are treated more like a block than individual students. So I'm working on that in the off session.
So you mentioned all the amendments that are coming up. Is there any one that stands out to you as being, this is significant, this is one we really need to push through?
Amendments 4 and 5 are big for the state. Amendment 4 is about initiative petition, and what the amendment says is that we would have to have 50% plus one in all 8 congressional districts across the state in order to change our constitution. So my perspective has been, this is the easiest way for me to understand the difference between the Constitution and statutes. In the business world, you have your bylaws that you file with the state. That's the guiding document for your organization. It's the big picture, and it's harder to change. And then you have policies and procedures manuals that kind of shift depending on your current culture. And so in similar ways, our Missouri Constitution is similar to bylaws, or Missouri statutes are similar to those policies and procedures. This would affect the Constitution, those guiding documents, and it really should. Require buy-in from across the state, whether you're rural or urban. If we're going to change our guiding document for the state, we should have buy-in across the state. So it shouldn't be rural or urban winning out over the other. It should be good for Missouri as a whole.
Question from the chat. Rusty Parker wants to know, how are things going with the Justice for Conrad bill?
So Conrad's Law is, we had a lot of good conversation over the law. It got a little bit of movement. It is a regulatory bill. And so there's a lot of pushback right now in the legislature over regulation, but this had some really common sense things about weighted blanket safety and additional training for our daycare providers, training opportunities. It wasn't adding to the amount of hours that they needed to train. So there are definitely some changes that I can make that I think will help it move along next session. One part of it worked with a department that already has oversight over daycares, but there's a lot of tension between that department and the legislature. So if I can remove the department from that piece of legislation, I think it will move a little bit better. So definitely working on that again this year.
What are you hearing from constituents involving data centers? That's been kind of a hot button issue as well.
It is. So that really is a community by community decision. We, at the state level, are trying to work on parameters in general. So we did different than other states. We in Missouri would require data centers to pay for their own infrastructure and to pay for a higher use rate on electricity. We did something on water consumption this year as well, capping that water consumption. I'm not weighing in on good or bad because county by county people are deciding that. My struggle really is I know so many people don't want data centers, which I understand absolutely, but yet how many people use the technology, the AI. It's kind of a not in my backyard, but I'm still going to reap the benefits. I just think that's something we need to consider. If we really are against these, can we rely on the tech, or what kind of stand are you making? Just not in my area, or this is not a good thing for us as a society.
So how do people find out more about Becky Lawbinger and what you're all about?
So there is a House website, house.mo.gov. My email is becky.lobinger@house.mo.gov, and people can reach me there. That's probably the best way to reach me is through my Capitol address.
So what's coming up in the next couple of weeks for you?
So then, number one, we're on grandbaby watch.
All right.
First grandbaby, yes, and they live in Mississippi. So we're kind of, tentative plans on a lot of things, but it could be any day now. So that's my big plans for the next 2 weeks. But lots of America 250, 4th of July celebrations. This is a huge year for our country, and it really is a great time to look back over our history, what's worked, what's been great about our country compared to others. It's been fun to see with the World Cup, people's reactions to the U.S. and some great positive things that people are seeing about our nation, which I fully believe in, and I'm excited to be that we can showcase to the world right now.
Excellent. My final question that I've been thinking about all day, what is your husband barbecuing on the 4th?
So we haven't even talked about it yet.
Oh, conversation.
I know. He's making brisket today. That's so he was like, "Do I cook it outside, or it's probably going to be in the oven?" Sadly, but it'll be good.
Yeah.
So he's a great cook.
We'll figure out the menu at a future, maybe on the way down to Mississippi.
Right. Yes, I'm sure he'll cook while we're there too. The kids will be like, "Please do."
Very, very good. Thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us this morning. Appreciate it.
Great to see you.
Becky Lawbinger joining us, state representative here. She'll be unopposed on the August ballot, and then we'll have an opponent in the November general election. And she's joining us here right now on the Parkland podcast. We'll take a break and come back with more guests next. Christina Bone will join us.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with the type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office. Its focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer. Welcome back to the Parkland Podcast on this Saturday morning. It's 8:51. We have a current temperature outside of 75 degrees. We continue our preview of the Republican side of the August primary. And joining us here on the podcast now, we have Christina Bone. Good morning. Thanks so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you. Good morning.
You had never done an interview before until, I guess, earlier this week. It was your first radio interview. How did you prepare for that?
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
We did. I just went over, things that were going to be asked, maybe.
Yeah.
Just try to be myself.
Right. Absolutely. Because I mean, that's what the voters want. They want to get to know you. But I'm sure you did just fine. And again, Mark and I, our number one joke is we're not smart enough to ask hard questions, so things should be pretty easy for you. But tell us a little bit about yourself and your political background.
Well, I'm Christina Bone. I'm from Farmington. I've been there about 37 years. I am married to Clifton Bone, who is a sergeant for Farmington Police Department. We have 3 children and 5 grandchildren. And I've been with the circuit clerk's office for 23 years, and I ran last time when Vicki Weibel retired. So I ran and won that election, so I'm in my first term, and I'm up for re-election.
I want to go back to your radio interview. Did the person that interviewed you stick to the script, or did he throw you any curveballs when he asked you questions?
He was very nice. He didn't throw me any curveballs.
We'll try to do the same.
Okay.
So how many years did you say you've been in the circuit clerk's office?
Over 23.
Over 20. Wow. So talk a little bit about what this office does. It's very broad. There's a lot of different things, aren't there?
Everything is filed in the circuit clerk's office. So any case that needs to be filed and go before a judge or just be reviewed is filed in our office. So we open them, we collect the fees for them, prepare summons, get them on the court dockets, and get them before the judge.
There's a lot there. There's
Yeah.
more cases that you work with each and every day than people
Yes.
might realize.
Right, civil cases, criminal cases, probate. And then we also call in jury, and we do passports.
I mean, we're talking thousands of cases here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're sending out, I guess, the letters to residents about jury duty. Is
We
that
do.
you do that
Yes, every quarter.
every quarter?
Yes. We call in 2,000 jurors, and we get about 500 to 600 replies.
Those are the letters nobody really wants to get,
Nobody
right?
wants to do that. But we really appreciate their service. It is
Yeah.
very helpful.
Absolutely. What happens if somebody doesn't respond to that?
We're not real hardcore on it.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of them have excuses.
Sure.
So that's why we don't have any. They're either over 75, or they pass, or they have medical issues. So that's why it narrows down so much.
So with everything you just talked about what you do, what's the most challenging part of your job?
Challenging part.
Yeah. Is it just the day-to-day,
Just
the volume?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I would say so. Every case is different. Every day is different. And we get, new things through the door every day that we have to put our heads together and say, how are we going to file this case? What is the proper form with the Supreme Court rules?
How much has technology changed in your time in this office?
All the time. When I came in 2003, they had just got a new system. And then in 2015, we started scanning documents and preparing for another system. And we are now live on that in the Show Me Court system. So we've had two since I've been in office.
And there's
Since
probably
I've been in
another
the-
one on the horizon here in a few
They're
years
trying to
too,
finalize
right?
what we're doing now with Show Me Courts all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're a pilot court, so we try everything out first
Oh, wow.
before the state opens it up to everybody else. That's exciting.
Absolutely. Again, Christina Bone is our guest here on the Parkland podcast as we continue to preview the August election. Tell us a little bit about how the campaign's been going. I know I've seen you at Country Days. You've been out and about. When you talk to people, what do they say to you?
Everybody's very supportive. I've gone through different towns already, and I've had very positive feedback, and I really appreciate that.
Do you think there's still a little mystery that people don't really understand what you do?
I do believe they don't know. And I go over it with them when they ask, what does the circuit clerk office do? So we talk about it, and then they get to realize that they have been there, or they are aware of what we do.
What made you decide you wanted to take that move from just working in the office to like overseeing the office?
Well, Vicki Weibel was a very good mentor. I followed her for 16 years. We worked closely together, and I knew that that's where I wanted to head. And so when she announced that she was retiring, I told her, I'm going to go ahead and run for this and see what we do.
How many people in your office?
We have 18, including me.
So is that a tough part of your job too, having to be responsible for 18 other people?
It is a challenge. I mean, there's personal issues, there's office issues, and, we get through it. We are a good group. I love those girls a whole lot. They work hard every single day, and they do a fine job. So we don't have too many issues out of anybody. We work through whatever comes up through the day.
Okay.
How hard is it to get a passport these days? Again, we asked about other things changing since you've been involved. I'm sure lots of passport changes have been made over the years, too.
Well, we took those away in 2020 because they quit doing them because of COVID. So we brought those back in 24. We do them by appointment only. So people call and make appointments and come in, and it doesn't take very long at all. They return back within 4 to 6 weeks, but they come sooner. So it's been moving, very well. We've done over 1,000 now since February of 24, and it keeps us busy on top of everything else we do
Everything else,
daily.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So when we talk to like state representatives, we always say, what kind of legislation are you going to introduce this year? What are some things you'd like to see happen? You don't have to worry about things from that side of it. You just have to do the job that's in front of you, don't
Right.
you?
Exactly. And the Supreme Court is changing things all the time, constantly updating stuff. And our big thing right now is the redaction, because everything's live on CaseNet. So that's usually the big challenge, keeping that all confidential as much as possible that shouldn't be out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Final question for you. Why should voters choose you in the August primary?
I am a working clerk. I go to work every day with the same schedule those ladies do. I give it everything I have. I feel like I've done a good job for St. Francis County, and I would like to continue that. We have so much more to do, and I really love my job.
Is there anything else about Christina Bone you want people to know?
I'm friendly and I'm available.
Very
So
good.
come see me.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you in all the parades, and I'm sure out and about.
Yes, I am
talking
out and
to
about.
people. And we appreciate your time on this Saturday morning. Thanks so
Thank
much
you
for
so
coming. And you
much.
did a
Thank you for
great job,
having us.
too.
Yes.
Thank you.
I hope you weren't too nervous.
I'm good. Thank
All
you.
right. Christina Bone joining us here on the Parkland podcast.
It's time to get down in 250 different ways. That's right. 69 years of Jerry's Fireworks. Uncle Sam is back, but you know that. My shirt and hat. Patriotic in no time flat. Reminding you that Jerry's is the place to go for giant savings and selection. Oh, and so much more. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number one. Jerry's Fireworks is open 7 days a week. From novelties to big display, selection can't be beat. Make your 250 nifty and your barbecue nice with the largest selection at the lowest price. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number one. Jerry Fireworks. Jerry. Jerry's Fireworks.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Though.
Yeah, that's good.
Glad everybody's exercising their freedom. All right, here we go. We're back on the Parkland Podcast, 9:01, 76 degrees under a cloudy sky with some showers in the areas. We continue to do our preview of the candidates in the August primary on the Republican side. By the way, we have a Democrat Day coming up. That's going to be in next month. So we wanted to make sure that we let folks know about that as we continue to visit with the Republican
All right, I feel like the
today.
Today Show, we've got people in the back.
Yeah, I know. With people back there with signs. This is pretty cool. One of our candidates for circuit clerk is Ginger Daffron, and Ginger is joining us this morning. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank
Glad
you
to
for
see
having me. I'm glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born and raised in this area. My mom is Margie Daffron and the late John Daffron. I have 2 brothers, Jason and Josh Daffron. My roots run deep in this area. Been born and raised here. Love this county.
What made you decide you want to be circuit clerk?
Well, I've worked in the office for 23 years, and I've thought about running before, but circumstances didn't work out, and now I think I wanted to take the opportunity to give it a shot and show the people of St. Francis County what I can do.
Obviously, a lot of experience in the office, and as we talked with Christina Bone a while ago, I think a lot of people don't know all the different aspects that you handle. So what does the circuit clerk's office handle?
We handle all the legal filings of cases that come in, criminal, civil, juvenile, probate, We do all the legal filing. We make sure that it runs smoothly for the judges when it goes in front of them in the court system. And the clerks or the people behind the scenes making sure it runs smoothly.
Thousands upon thousands of cases. How do you keep all that straight?
Well, sometimes it's a challenge, but we do a good job. A lot of the girls in the office, they know what they're doing. And right now, I work in the criminal department. I'm the supervisor / court clerk for criminal. So I do all the filings like new charges, indictments, warrants. We get dockets ready for the courts. We do all the docket entries after court, the cases the wording that you see on the docket entries on CaseNet, that is what we do after we get out of court.
How much has your role and this, I guess, department's role changed over the years? Technology's changed. How have you been able to keep up with that?
Well, we just do online classes. They give us trainings on the different systems. When I first started working for the circuit clerk's office, I learned on one system. 2 weeks after I started, they switched the systems on me. And it's in every changing ways. But we do the training and we conquer it.
Is there still a lot of paperwork involved in your job, or is it all on the computer now?
We still have some paperwork, not as much as what we used to, because it is done, through the computers, but we still get paper filings.
Talk about the passport aspect of your job.
Well, I don't really fool with the passports that much because I'm doing criminal mostly, but, they make it by appointments. They come in, and the girls get it processed in a timely manner and get it sent off. And they've stopped doing it for a while because of COVID, and then they started taking it back on. And the girls, they do a good job on doing the passports.
Considering what you're dealing with all the criminal cases, when people come through your office, sometimes they're probably not in the best of moods.
No.
Do you have to deal with the public much, or are you all more behind the scenes?
We deal with the public a lot.
So how do you balance doing your job with dealing with people in not the most, let's just say, comfortable of circumstances?
Well, we do a good job with it. I mean, people come in irate, which sometimes it's understandable, because we do traffic tickets also. But we're there to help them. So if they would, we tell them, we're here to help you. So, and they usually calm down and let us help them. But sometimes, some people get irate, but we deal with it the best we can. We've had to call the bailiff a few times, but mostly, the people, they understand that we're there to help them.
Again, we're visiting with Ginger Daffron. She is running for the circuit clerk position. If you get elected, are there any kind of changes or any kind of procedures that you might think about implementing?
No, the clerks do a good job. I just want to show the citizens of St. Francis County what I'm capable of doing for that position. I love my job. I go in every day. I do my job. I give it 100%. And I have a good working relationship with the judges, the clerks in the office, other judicial officers in the other offices. We work one-on-one with the judges a lot, and I love my job. And I've met some very interesting people when I've been out campaigning. They've gave me full support, and I just hope I get a chance to show the citizens of St. Francis County what I'm capable of doing.
And I would imagine that you're probably going to be out and about at every fair, every festival, every barbecue stand there is in the next 6 weeks. Yes.
But I've met some very, very sweet people.
With all the parades and all the walking, did you do a little physical training before you get ready?
I should have.
As you mentioned, going around knocking on doors, I know politicians have told me for years that's the best strategy, to get out there, knock on doors, and meet people. And Do most people understand what the circuit clerk does?
They ask questions and I answer them, and they like to put a name. They see the signs, but then they like to put a face with a name. And that's what we do it for, to get out there and tell them what we do, because a lot of people don't understand what our office does, and once we explain it, then they understand a lot better.
Going door to door can be a little unnerving, especially when you get out of, say, your hometown and you go to other communities and have to introduce yourself.
Right. But I ran into a lot of people I haven't seen since like high school, and very, it's just been very interesting and fun to meet people and just get to talk to people that I don't normally get to talk to.
As a point of reference, where did you go to high school?
Central.
Central High
Yes,
School?
I'm a rebel.
A lady rebel, yes.
Been taking dog treats out with you when you campaign?
No, but I tell you what, I've seen a few of the candidates do that. That might be a good idea.
What else do you want us to know about Ginger Daffron?
Well, I hope that I'm given the opportunity to show the citizens of St. Francis County what I can do and make them proud.
Well, Ginger, we appreciate your time this morning.
Thank
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
How do we find out more about your campaign?
Yes.
You can email me at ginger.daffron1966@gmail.com. And on my door knockers that I hand out, my cell phone number's on there. People's free to call me anytime. If they have any questions, concerns, they're free to call me or email me anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Ginger Daffron, she's a candidate for circuit clerk in St. Francis County, and she's our guest here on the Parkland podcast. We'll have more interviews.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with the type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office.
Its focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
You
too, yeah.
Well, you ready to start?
I am.
All right. Back in the Parkland podcast as we preview the Republican candidates for the upcoming August primary. August 4th is Election Day. We'll, of course, be broadcasting from Election Central that day, and we will let you know who wins these contested races. And we have Angie Essery with us this morning, and she is running for re-election for the St. Francis County Collector. Good morning. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Much. We appreciate you doing this for us.
By the way, before we get into the meat of your interview, I have to ask, did your house survive okay from the hailstorm?
Not really.
Yeah, mine either.
New roof time, and we had just had a new roof, and totaled both of our cars, and but all is well.
It was a rough night, a rough
Yes.
10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yes, it kind of stayed over us for so long. I think that's the biggest problem,
It was. That whole area just, I remember the next, because we were supposed to get really bad weather that evening, but nobody was really paying attention to the morning. 'Cause it happened like 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, right?
Yeah, we had plans to put the van in the garage.
Yeah. A lot of people were like that.
I tell everybody it sounded for about 5 or 10 minutes like baseball bats were
It sure
banging
did.
against your house.
Yes. Yeah, I thought our windows were going to go.
I did too.
That's how loud it was, yes.
Well, hopefully
But we
everybody
survived.
Yeah, everybody survived, and there's a lot of construction work going on in Farmington.
A lot of
right
roofers.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about your position as county collector. What all responsibilities fall under that hat?
Well, I absolutely love being the collector. I have 18 years experience in that office. I did have a brief pause in the collector's office. I was there from 2003 through half of 2010. My husband Charlie and I, we got married, we opened a business, and we had a very successful coffee house and restaurant called Valley Creek Coffee House in Maple Valley for a few years. And then when I went into the office one day, Pam Williams, the former collector that retired, she seen me out there and she asked me to come and talk to her. And it felt like a right time to come back. She asked me to come back, and so that's where that started again. And but the collector's office, a lot of people really don't know the workings of the office. They're a little surprised when they come in as new employees to find out all the duties. We, of course, collect the personal property, real estate taxes. We do merchant license, auctioneer license. I have a tax sale every fourth Monday of August, so I became an auctioneer as part of the deal. And that has been, we have worked very hard as an office. I am so proud of my staff. They're the absolute best. They make everything that we do just flow every single day. And when I go out there and I talk to any new employees, because we've had 4 people retire since I've gotten in as well. So we've had some new people come in, and they said every person that comes in, it can be a different situation. So it's not just a cut and dry, this is how you handle this situation. And they do so well. They really do well. We collect all those things. We also take online payments, so there's someone that has to process those, over-the-counter payments. And as far as the merchant license, I mean, we have upgraded to the extent to where those used to be handwritten. Every single merchant in St. Francis County, the merchant's application had to be handwritten. All that is data entry now, and we can reprint if a merchant, misplaces, something happens to that application, it's not a big ordeal anymore. We've just had a lot of wonderful upgrades. I did a complete conversion of our software in 2023 when I got in. That's always a real fun thing to do. There's lots of, hiccups with something like that, lots of challenges, but it has been amazing. So many things that used to be hard, had to be done manually, can now be done with ease and uses the time wisely so we can help the taxpayers more.
I want to give a shout out to you and the girls in your office, because sometimes when people come in, they've got to write that big check and they're not always happy.
Yes.
But you all do such a nice job of being friendly and polite, and I think that
thank you.
makes a difference.
It sure does. Yeah, I have very friendly staff, and they're not just putting on that act. They really, truly do care about the taxpayers and the needs that they have.
You mentioned Pam Williams getting you back into
Yes.
the office. When you first took over this job, you ran unopposed.
I did.
What was that like, and how was, going from being someone who had a lot of experience doing a lot of different things within the office to being, okay, now I'm in charge. How was that transition for you?
It actually went really well for the most part. I mean, there was challenges since I had decided to do the conversion with our software. The previous one had been done, the last time it had been converted was 1993. Oh, wow. It was a very dated system, and some of the challenge that we had prior to the conversion was whenever month end was done, and we finished at a month, we would have to shut down all the computers, and everything had to be done manually until I was able to complete the month end. And if you have any hiccups, that could take 2 or 3 days, and so the staff would have to do a lot more work. Now it's date driven. I can be in there doing whatever I need to do, and the girls can keep on going and waiting on people and taking care of all the needs.
You have to keep up with technology, not just as it affects your office and your day-to-day work, but technology as a whole, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we've got a lot of great plans. We're going to be able to text people reminders for too long. That the options of paying by text is on the way. I have started installment payments. Right now, it is currently for just real estate to help people out, because the biggest complaint that people, all of us, I've done it myself in the past, is trying to come up with all the money at the end of the year when we have the Christmas season, all those things. And so I've got several people taking advantage of that. The taxes do have to be current for you to enroll, and you can just make it monthly installments, and then the very last bill has just the small amount that's left. So that technology has really helped greatly. And I'm also working through another company that does my credit cards, that they will include making that even easier, and they can just go straight online and deal with these people, and also do it for personal property. So it's great plans ahead.
Paying county taxes is a kind of like summer heat. When it first arrives, you're like, no, it's not time already for that, is it? Is that the way county taxes are?
Yes, it comes around quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, joining us here is Angie Ushery, and she is the St. Francis County Collector, and she is running for re-election on the Republican side for the August primary. August 4th is when that vote will take place. Early voting is underway now.
Yes.
Is that something you encourage people, especially family members and folks?
Sure. A lot of people get busy in their lives, like all of us, and that kind of just gets that out of the way, and then they can go on with their summer plans. A lot of people go on vacation this time of year. I just really hope that everyone really takes advantage of being able to vote in the primary. Sometimes that's a lower voting time, but with the amendments, I'm sure that that's going to help also. But it's just such an important thing, and it's a privilege as a U.S. citizen, so I hope they all take advantage of it.
So if I heard you correctly, you're working on getting notices out about county taxes out a little earlier, maybe?
Yes. Now, last year was a little difficult for all 114 Missouri counties. The collectors got the brunt of it, but we are very resilient, and we can help. We can do what we can do. Last year, because of the rollout of so many counties trying to do the senior tax credit, it's Senate Bill 190, Senate Bill 756. There was some hiccups, but you can look online, and it was kind of a sad story, but it all worked out. We were able to get our bills out within the statute that's the main thing. That's our goals. Always meet your goals, always meet the deadlines, make sure that you're on top of everything. So now that has been rolled out, any issues that were with any of the programs, multiple processors and companies, that's going to be a much, much better year.
And is there something available for seniors to freeze their taxes?
Yes. The county commission in St. Francis County adopted the ordinance for 2025. It was a reassessment year for the whole county because it's every other year, every odd year. And the seniors were able to, we had just under 4,000 enroll in 25, so they got that base year established, which is a really good thing because next year, 2027, will be another reassessment year. And so they are already established, and then we had close to 1,000 more for 2026, which is not a reassessment year, so they're in there now in that system. And they are set to go, and it's to help with future reassessment differences. The tax liability will not follow the reassessment amount.
Now, do they have to come back every year?
They do not. The most of the Missouri counties are still requiring that people come in and renew. Myself, at Jefferson County, Greene County, several of the collectors, we talked and we just felt like if this is to help the seniors, then we need to do whatever else we can do to help the seniors. And that has been such a blessing to be able to tell them, you do not have to come back in here every single year. We, as an office, we are going to do the background work for the seniors to keep them from having to renew. We are going to take advantage of the Bureau of Vital Records. My chief deputy has been compiling a Excel sheet for every single person that's been approved, and we will send that to them. And the main reason for that and for the program for something to change is if someone does pass. The Bureau of Vital Records will let us know that, and then we can count that in the account.
How can somebody find out more about your campaign and what you're wanting to do?
They can go to my Facebook page. I chose this year, or this time, not to do a separate page. I'm just Angie, and I'm there for you, and you can ask me anything that you want. I love talking to the taxpayers. That's probably my most favorite part of my job.
Excellent.
Question from the comments.
Okay.
County computers, are they up to date or do they need an upgrade in your office?
Well, we can always talk about that as far as our system is completely updated, but as far as IT, it's their decision to upgrade computers. So we actually did get new hard drives just last year.
Very good.
Yeah, so everything is updated.
And then budget-wise, is that something you budget for, or does the IT department handle that?
IT did that, yes.
All right, very good.
Yeah, very thankful.
Anything else that you want to add about your campaign for re-election?
I just appreciate everybody's vote and support. The support has been beyond amazing. I get phone calls when I'm there at the office, just people telling me, I just want to tell you thank you, and you're doing an amazing job, and I hope that we get to see you for a long time.
Awesome.
Very good,
Right.
very good. And final message to the voters, why should they vote to keep you in office?
Because I am always going to be honest. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep the collector's office, and the whole process is going to just keep moving forward under my care.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So
Angie,
nice to see you.
Yeah, nice for you to come on this Saturday morning. County Collector Angie Ussery, our guest here on the Parkland podcast. We'll take another break when we come back.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you. combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with a type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office. His focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer.
The Missouri Department of Mental Health is currently hiring certified med techs for the Sorts Farmington location. Starting pay is $48,000 to $51,000 annually. Benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance are also available. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources at 573-218-6800. That's 573-218-6800. The Missouri Department of Mental Health is an equal opportunity employer.
Parkland Podcast rolls on as we preview the August election and the candidates on the Republican side of the primary. We're going to do a Democrat day coming up. I believe July 25th is the date for that, where we'll meet the Democratic contestants as well. So don't worry if you're worried like, oh man, they're just doing Republican. But Republican has the most contested races on the ballot, and one of those involves the gentleman to my left here. We're joined now by Mike Miller. He is running for St. Francis County Collector. Mike, good to see you. How are you?
Great. I'm doing great. Things are going wonderful, and it's really nice to be here with you and Mark, and I look forward to this interview. Thanks for doing it, guys.
Hey, no problem. You've been a very busy man. On top of the campaign, you just got married, too. Wow.
Yes, my wife Casey and I flew us and several family members out to Oregon, and we got married at a place called Haystack Rock. It was a beautiful location. It was a great ceremony, and it was just amazing to be able to spend that day with friends and family.
And you mentioned that it was where a lot of the scenes from the movie Goonies were filmed?
Yeah, if you watch Goonies, the movie,
yeah.
There's this big rock. It's called Haystack Rock, and it's really prominent in the movie in several scenes. So it was really kind of cool. That's something from our childhood that we get to kind of relive again and be part of.
So you and the wife like both fans? Did you do the truffle shuffle to win her over? I mean, was it like that, or?
I don't do any kind of shuffle or any kind of dancing unless nobody's watching, because nobody wants to see it. But oddly enough, the night before the wedding, we watched the movie.
Really?
Again, just to see it. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Very, very cool.
So what made you decide county collector?
Well, it was late fall, early winter of 2025. I was doing my personal and my business budgets and paying invoices, and I noticed that I had received and paid my tax bills from 2 other counties and hadn't received my bill from St. Francis County. So I started calling some friends and asking if, maybe I was just the lone guy who didn't get it, but lo and behold, nobody had received it. And during those conversations, I had several people bring up other issues about the office, and I decided that things could be improved there, and I was the one who could make those improvements. So I decided that I would take my years and years of business experience, my years of financial knowledge, and apply it to the citizens of this county to try to make things better for everybody.
Tell us about your business background.
Well, I've been a convenience store owner for over 20 years. I've had, give or take, up to 5 stores. I am down to 1 now. I'm looking to get out of business and retire sometime soon. I've ran that part of my life, and I don't need a paycheck anymore. This is not something I'm doing for a job. This is doing something purely to serve the people of the county, to give back to all those who have supported me for all these years.
Go back even further. Talk a little bit about your military career. I know that's something you're very proud of.
Absolutely. I spent nearly a decade in the U.S. Army. I was an intelligence analyst and collector. I was graduated on a commandant's list in my advanced individual training, my platoon leadership development training, and my basic non-commissioned officer course. And I actually was top of my class at the platoon leadership course. Analysis as a military aspect, a lot of lives depend on correct intel. If you look at Iraq and they say, well, weapons of mass destruction. We went in there, we found nothing. People lost their lives for basically bad intel. My job was to make sure that all the soldiers on the field had the best knowledge that they could, and if I did my job well, I could save lives. And I think I did my job pretty well most of the time.
How does that, I guess, transcend into the position you're running for?
Well, with the county of 60,000 plus people, there are lots of records, a lot of data. You have to be able to manage, sort, and keep track of all that data. And you have to be able to put puzzles together. And that's what intel collection and intel analysis is. It's taking a lot of different information, compiling it, and seeing how it fits together. So I think that would serve me well in that office.
You've been involved in community events and getting involved in the community for a long time now.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, for my entire life, ever since high school, I felt that we were fortunate to live in this country. Many, many people have sacrificed up to and including their lives to afford us the life that we have, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence. Defeating Hitler, World War I, the Korean War. Our freedoms aren't free. And I want to celebrate our country. I want to celebrate God. I want to celebrate our way of life anytime I can. And when I can get out and meet like-minded individuals and talk to them and share our love for this country, I'll do it every time I get the chance.
How's the campaign been? You've got a little experience now with some other campaigns. How's this one been different from the previous ones?
Well, to be honest with you, we're trying to have more fun.
Yeah.
Campaigning is tough. It's never fun, I guess, but You know, if you go down Highway 67, you'll see I've got a sign. We put it on upside down. I've got a couple
That
others.
was on purpose.
That was on purpose.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I
You know.
see that every day, and I look at it and I go, "What's going on there?"
Hey, when the campaign turns your life upside down, lean into it.
There you go.
Just go with it. We've got others that are, you know, sideways. We're trying to do fun events. You know, I know this is a short form interview, but if you go to my Facebook page, Mike Miller for Collector, there's all kinds of stuff on there. We'll be going into more things in detail. And we have little contests and things that we do for people to help get them involved, because we want to have some fun, get people energized and want to get involved in politics, because ultimately voting is the citizens' responsibility, but it's also their only way to ensure that they get the government that they want and deserve.
So if you are elected, is this a position you're looking at making some changes to, or just keep the ship running in the right direction? How are you approaching that?
Well, initially I want to go in and I just want to get the ship running as smoothly and effectively as it can be. And then you always look for ways to improve. If you're not looking for ways to improve things, to make things better for the citizens, you're not doing your job. That's what the people deserve, is for all public servants to go in and find every chance that they can to make improvements and make the lives of the citizens better, to be accountable.
Accountability is what it's all about. You're getting a lot of backing from the comment section here on the YouTube channel. I'm trying to go back and see if anybody submitted a question that they wanted to ask, but looks like everybody's just giving you basically a big thumbs up right now. So, hey, that's got to feel pretty good.
It is. We've had tremendous feedback. We've been out. Casey has been doing a tremendous job, and it's been nothing but positive. We've had a great experience so far, and we hope for it to continue for this last 5 weeks down the home stretch.
What are people saying to you when you talk to them?
They're just very supportive. They like my background. A lot of people want successful business people running these kinds of offices because they know that they have the long-term experience managing money. You know, I don't know what the county's budget is, and I'm sure my stores are small in comparison, but I'm responsible $15, $20 million a year in and year out, and to make sure that every penny's accounted for, and I'll do that for the county as well.
You mentioned trying to have some fun on this campaign. One of the fun things you've been doing is with the poodles. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we were looking for something fun to do for the parade, and you know, Casey said, "Well, you know, you're my dude," and she goes, "Dude, let's do a doodle parade." So she got busy and she got every doodle she could find in St. Francis County and actually a couple surrounding counties, and got everybody to bring their doodles out and walk in the parade with us. And you know, I don't know how they judge those parades, but everybody I talked to said that our entry was the best. We didn't win, but for sure we had the most fun.
So when they have the horses in parades, they have to have the pooper scoopers. Did you have to have pooper scoopers?
You know, I checked on that, and I did not. I did not.
Check the bylaws to make sure.
Absolutely. No, we were good. I guess there were enough fire hydrants along the way.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Miller, candidate for St. Francis County Collector, is our guest as we continue to preview the candidates that are going to be on the Republican side of the August ballot in the primary. What is your message whenever you get a chance to sit down and talk to people? Why should people vote for you to take over this position in the county office?
I have a long-standing track record of being successful in any career that I've been in, whether it be in the military, transportation and logistics, or running a business. Financial management, personnel management, and a love for the country. I don't like paying taxes. I don't know if you guys do or not.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Hurts a little bit.
But it's something that's necessary.
Right.
Okay, we have to have that to keep our societies running. But we also, as citizens, deserve to make sure that everything in government is fiscally responsible and done with the highest efficiency, and that's what I want to bring. I want to bring accountability and efficiency and make the lives of the residents of this county better.
How do people find out more about your campaign?
Facebook, Mike Miller for Collector. All my information's on there. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody that's got my phone number in this county. So call me, text me, email me, whatever. I'm happy to answer any questions and happy to talk to any person.
All right. Very good. Mike, always good to see you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Hey, guys, thanks for doing this. You guys do this kind of thing every year, every election cycle anyway, and it's very much appreciated. I know all the candidates enjoy the opportunity to meet the public.
Absolutely. Mike Miller, he is a candidate for the St. Francis County Collector, and he's joining us here on the Parkland podcast. Take a break. We got one more guest to visit with. We're going to talk to Kyle Smith. He's running for the committeeman for the St. Francis County Township. We'll find out exactly what that entails, because I'll be honest, Mark, I've been in politics.
It's time to get down in 250 different ways. That's right. 69 years of Jerry's Fireworks. Uncle Sam is back, but you know that. My shirt and hat. Patriotic in no time flat. Reminding you that Jerry's is the place to go for giant savings and selection, oh, and so much more. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number one. Jerry's Fireworks is open 7 days a week. From novelties to big displays, selection can't be beat. Make your 250 nifty and your barbecue nice with the largest selection at the lowest price. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. We the people of the Parkland have the right to party. Get your fireworks from Jerry's, just ask for Marty. Jerry's is the founding father of fireworks. Follow Jerry's on Facebook for all the perks. Shop the Superstore location here in Leadington. With the prices and selection, we are number one. Jerry Fireworks. Jerry. Jerry's Fireworks.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with the type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office. His focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer.
9:47 on this Saturday morning. Got a current temperature outside of, I don't know, what do you think, 79 degrees, Mark Tody?
74.
74. Oh, it's right there in front of me. I'll refresh. Oh, 75. I was a little bit closer. We're continuing to preview the candidates in the August primary on the Republican side. And joining us here now on the Parkland podcast is Kyle Smith. Kyle is running for the St. Francis County Committeeman. Is that the proper name?
Yes. So we have townships that are divided up throughout the county, and each township is allowed to have one male and one female committeeman. And so whenever the elections come up every, I believe, 2 years, each place can have up to one of each sign up, and then if we have multiple, it's a contested race.
So what responsibilities are involved in this position?
So the committee has two major jobs. Its first job is to help promote the Republican platform in the county, whether that's helping local candidates, whether that's getting message out there, talk about things that are coming up for election or on ballot measures, just to get information out there for people. The other job is to, at times, if there is a vacancy, we can send a recommendation to the state. Doesn't mean it's going to be followed through, doesn't mean that's what they're going to pick, but we can send a recommendation.
So do you meet regularly, or is it one of those things where you might not have to meet for a while, then all of a sudden there's a vacancy, oh, we're going to be busy for the next 2 months?
So we have a once a month meeting for sure. Every month we have an open meeting at the Weber Road facility. First Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. Anyone's allowed to come. We usually have some of the local elected officials come in, talk, tell people about their jobs. That way we can help promote, hey, this is what's going on in the county, so we are also informed as well. And whenever there is an event or things coming up, we might actually have extra meetings or extra sessions that we have to meet to discuss or help try to get things set up for any of the upcoming events that we might do.
This is not a position that's really well known in the area. What got you interested in saying, hey, I want to do this?
So I've been involved with the committee for, I'd say probably about 10 years.
But you're not that old.
No.
I was about to say.
Did you start just out of high school?
Pretty much. It was right about 2016, Trump's first election, when I kind of started getting helping out, just seeing what was available in the county as far as politics went, kind of exploring it for myself. And then I kind of started getting involved with the Republican Central Committee, looking in, helping them out, mostly helping with signs. Then I became the assistant treasurer for a while. And now I am currently the treasurer for the committee. You don't have to be an elected to the position. It can be a non-voted member, and then they are a non-voting member of the committee.
Okay. So how long have you been a committeeman?
So I was put in 2 years, as the last election for the committee, I was put in as the treasurer. And so that would be the first time I was officially on the committee. Before that, I was just assisting. So it was even like a really listed position.
Give us a little background on yourself and some of the things you do outside of being a committeeman.
So originally I left high school and joined the Navy. I was going for nuclear engineering on board submarines.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I had a leg issue, and they basically said, hey, you're done, you're out. So I was separated from the Navy, I was sent home, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So for a while, I was just substitute teaching. I already had my degree. Went to substitute teach, figured out I was pretty good at teaching math, and so I decided, hey, this is actually a really great career path for me, so I went and finished up a teaching degree, and then I started teaching math. I teach middle school mathematics.
Where at?
Up at Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Middle school. God bless your heart. Talk a little bit about the challenge of dealing with the 13 and 14-year-old brain.
It's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Each one has their own personality, and right at middle school, they're really starting to figure out their own personality. So you kind of just take each student as they are. Some days are better than others. You can't hold grudges or anything. I mean, they're kids.
They're kids, yeah.
Every day is new. Every day is fresh. So the challenge with it is just sometimes the math is difficult, and sometimes it's just trying to overcome the challenge of, okay, maybe I'll teach it in a different way and the kids understand it. There is nothing better than seeing the lighting up behind the eyes when a kid gets understands something, though.
And I would assume a job like teaching is a good complement to what you're doing now, because especially, hey, you got to do a little campaigning in the summer? You got a little extra time to do that.
I actually have never really campaigned for this position. I did this is the third time I've run for this position. The last couple times I would make videos and post them on a Facebook page for my election, but the position is so small, it's so isolated that it really, not a lot of people know about it. So I wasn't really active in going out to campaign for the position. Usually I would just kind of word of mouth. I know a lot of people that work at some of the factories in the area, so a lot of people that work just in little jobs in the area, and I go to a lot of the meetings for the county meetings on Tuesdays. So I get my name out there a lot, talking and asking questions.
So like state representatives have their areas that they represent, the county commissioners, you have one for the northern, one for the southern. Do committeemen, are they separated by different geographical areas of the county?
Yeah, it's townships, and the township map is sometimes kind of hard to look at. St. Francis Township actually encompasses a majority of the county. It's a lot of Park Hills and Farmington all kind of get wrapped into the St. Francis Township. Beyond that, we have Deloge. There is a Big River, I believe, is one. There's some really small ones that are hard to find people for because the township map is hard to read.
So is being a committeeman, is that your level? Is that where you want to be? Is that how you want to represent? Or are you looking at maybe something else down the road too?
I don't know if I'd look at anything else down the road right now. I really enjoy what I do as far as teaching and things like that, and I kind of keep those two things separate. I love teaching, though. I like to be where it's at, so I think committeeman's a great spot because I can help out in the county. I know a lot of people I can talk to, and I see it as a great need that we need to have younger people start getting involved.
Do your kids know about being a committeeman?
No, my students have no idea about my politics. I think it's very improper if a teacher's talking about their politics in school.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a young person. Why are politics important to you, and why are they not important to other people your age, you think?
So I just like to look at things at a local level. I really got involved in a local level. I'm actually on the Park Hills Planning and Zoning Committee, not commission, sorry. And I just got involved more, and I realized that at a local level, you can have a huge impact. And you can't fix anything from the top down. You have to start at a local level. There are so many things that we can get involved with and that can be learned about around here that a lot of people just don't know about. And I have the free time. I mean, I have summers off as a teacher. I have weekends that I can guarantee. So I know I have the free time. A lot of my friends, a lot of people that are my age, they don't. And I understand that. So I see it as a job I can do to help bridge that gap to them that don't know, hey, these are the things that are going on in the county. A lot of people don't know about what a lot of our local officials do. The county collector, they know some of the things because collecting taxes, but they don't know all the other jobs that encompasses. Recorder of deeds and other jobs like that. So I see it as a way I can tell other people my age, hey, this is what's actually going on in the county.
Have you come across instances, circumstances where you've done something, said, hey, this has made a difference?
I have, where I have helped out, mostly helping with campaigns, or such as like the Prop P that came up a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I helped I talked to people about that. Hey, this is what's going to be on the ballot. I don't ever endorse anything. I think that that's not our position as the committee. We don't endorse positions. We don't endorse candidates, especially in a primary or anything like that. We just want to make sure people are informed. So we have to make sure we're informed ourselves so we can accurately tell people, hey, this is what this is going to do.
Very good. You do have an opponent in the election, Alex Wade. We did reach out to Alex and did not hear anything back, so that's why we just have Kyle here today. But Kyle, tell us why people should fill in the oval next to your name in the August primary.
I think it's a great time to start helping to bridge gaps. We have an older generation that helps and does a lot of what the county jobs are. We have an older generation that is running a lot of the county, and it's time that we look for people that can help tell others about these positions so we can help find people for those positions for later, so we can have the best people possible in these spots. Whether that's me helping look for people that already know about those positions, or I can talk to people and they can recommend people that I could maybe go talk to and say, hey, you know, you're doing this job now. Have you ever thought about looking at this local position?
All right, so here's the most important question we can ask you today. Kyle and his dad come to the Civic Center just about every morning at 5 a.m. to do their workout, between 5 and 5:30. Who gets the better workout and who's in better shape, you or your dad?
That is a tough one. I would say if you gave it like 5 years ago, my father, every day, he worked railroad for his entire career. He was never one to slack on anything. I mean, even up until he was probably close to his age now, I'd say he could easily outbench me, but I think I'm catching up.
Fantastic. How can people find out more about your campaign? Do you have any kind of social presence?
So I have a social media page. I probably need to update that. I am bad about updating the Facebook page. I don't do Facebook as a teacher, so I don't want to have that issues that come with that. But I do have a Facebook page for Vote for Kyle Smith for this election. That is probably about the only real outreach I have at the moment. I mean, I am more than willing to answer questions through that page. People want to reach out, ask questions there. That's probably my biggest thing. I mean, or you can always come to the committee meetings. We have the open committee meetings first Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. at the Weber Road facility.
Very good. Kyle, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you guys for having us. It's so nice to have a way for people to hear about this.
Yes.
I appreciate it and enjoyed talking teaching with you, too. That's really, really cool. I can tell you really enjoy it. Very good. Kyle Smith, St. Francis Township.
St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with the type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office. Its focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
St. Francis County deserves a county collector who understands service, time management, responsibility, and accountability. Mike Miller is a conservative veteran, longtime St. Francis County resident, and local business owner with the type of real-world experience the county should expect. He served nearly a decade in the U.S. Army as an intelligence analyst and collector, has years and years of experience being financially accountable to businesses, taxpayers, our government, and has a reliable and effective approach to being a responsible and transparent leader. Now Mike Miller is ready to bring that same dedication and strong work ethic to the county collector's office. Its focus is simple: fiscal accountability, efficient and accurate tax collection, and responsible stewardship of taxpayer dollars while not taking his elected position for granted. Vote Mike Miller for St. Francis County Collector. Paid for by Mike Miller for Collector. Casey Hartley, Treasurer.
Back on the Parkland podcast, 10 o'clock. We got a current temperature outside of 76 degrees. It is time for birthdays and anniversaries. Who do you know that's celebrating a birthday today, Mark Tody?
Oh, one of the nicest gals you'll ever want to meet. Sarah Kerr celebrates a birthday today. Sarah, I'm quite sure I will see you today at church at the 4:45 service. I hope you are doing fantastic. That's a birthday wish from your husband, your 2 kiddos, and all of your extended family. Mia Gowan, somebody we both know and just
Mia.
think the world of. She
She's
celebrates a birthday. I got to know her when she was like 17 or 18 and working at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, yeah.
She was kind of a wild and crazy kind of gal back then. And you know what? I don't think anything else has changed.
I don't think so either.
Since that time. You can stop by Butterfield Florist and
Always
wish her a
working
happy
hard there,
birthday. And a great friend of mine I got to know during the St. Francis County Relay for Life, Sarah Dement. celebrates a birthday. Sarah, I hope you're doing fantastic. Haven't seen you in way too long. Happy birthday to you, young lady.
Retired former Park Hills City Administrator John Kennedy with a birthday today. Happy birthday, Mr. Kennedy. And he always embraced the John F. Kennedy joke, so if you ever made one of those with him, he was all about it. He played along with it, but always a good interview. And I think he did some good stuff while he was in charge of the city of Park Hills. What about Sunday, tomorrow, June 28th?
Sunday, Nani Norman celebrates a birthday. Nani, happy birthday wishes to you. I just bought a drink, a Big Door Coffee House, from your granddaughter.
All right.
Miss Naya. So I hope you are doing fantastic. Hope you have a great birthday weekend. Yes, yes.
Okay.
So happy birthday to you. Kim Vogt celebrates a birthday. Kim Collins Vogt. I used to play volleyball with her for several years at the Farmington Civic Center. And we would go hiking at St. Joe State Park. She'd bring her kiddos along too. Kim, I hope you're doing fantastic. She is a big fan of my chair, and she has sent me pictures of her with the chair. So happy birthday to you.
Everybody's a fan of your chair.
Everybody's a fan of the chair. Deb Aubuchon, a retired Farmington school teacher / administrator. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. And Bethany Zarcone, daughter of Candy Hinting, celebrating a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday to you, Miss Beth. I hope you are doing great.
I got a birthday wish for tomorrow. The slick one, Linda Polite, celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Hope Dooley takes you somewhere nice. He probably already has, though. He likes to work ahead of the game. Slick is the official caretaker of the Lowry family tree, and she does a great job with that. Happy birthday, cuz. Hope you have a great day. What about Monday, June 29th?
Monday, our good buddy Charlie Berry
Chuck
celebrates a birthday. Mr. Lean Mean Music Machine. Happy birthday to you, Charlie. My wish for you is just good health.
Absolutely.
Good health. Hope you're doing great, and happy birthday to you. Larry McCormick, Flyboy.
Yes.
I never did fly with him. He tried every year to get me to go on a plane with him at Country Days, and every year I said no.
No. Go underwater, not in the air, right?
I took a lot of abuse because of that, but what the heck. Happy birthday to you, Larry. You're a good man. Ronnie Boyd celebrates a birthday. Had Ron's Tire for so many years in Farmington.
Ron's
Happy
Tire.
birthday to you, Ronnie. Hope you're doing great. And Tim Bresnahan, a brother of my great friend Vince Bresnahan, celebrates a birthday. Tim, knowing you since you've been about 10 years old. Hope you're doing great. Happy birthday to you from all your family, buddy.
I just have one birthday wish to throw out there for Monday, and that's for Darren Welch. Darren is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. And if you ever have any questions about the Miller Brewing Company, he will answer those in a very emphatic way. Happy birthday, Darren. Hope you get out in the golf course Monday and enjoy it with your son. Tuesday, June 30th. Who do you know that has a birthday?
Just one birthday for me, Peyton Gallagher. Happy birthday to you, young lady. She is a sweetheart. That's a birthday wish from your mom and dad and all your friends and all your family.
Friend of the podcast, Keith Probst, alderman for the city of Deloge, celebrating a birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Keith. Doreen Whaley has a birthday. Matt McFarland with a birthday. And Karen Wade celebrating a birthday on Tuesday as well. Happy birthday, Karen. What about Wednesday, the 1st of July?
Wednesday, July 1st, Jessica Mell, the pride and joy of First State Community Bank. Happy birthday wishes to you from your husband and your mom and dad and all your family and your kiddos. I hope you're doing great, Jessica. Jessica Eddings celebrates a birthday. She's part of the group that runs the new market that's on New London Street in Farmington. Love her trail mix. Oh, my goodness. Her husband, Brock, was the one that ratted us out when he said we were only talking about Sarah Henson and not enough about Jessica. So,
advocating
Jessica,
for the wife, always a good move.
Good move. Happy birthday to you, Miss Jessica. Angie Halfley celebrates a birthday. She works at Sticks and Steins, and back in the day, again, one of, just let's say, a number of people that might have overserved me over the course of several years. So, Angie, happy birthday wishes to you. And our good buddy, the wild man, the myth, the legend, Dave Shepard celebrating a birthday as well.
Best wedding DJ ever. I know I say it every year. This will be the third year in a row on the podcast I've said that, but nobody kept a wedding reception moving any better than
Dave's the
Diamond
man.
Dave Shepard. He'd wear a bee costume, going through a car wash, whatever it took to get a laugh. Dave Shepard is all about it. Happy birthday, sir. Hope you have an awesome day. Stacy K., the Jason Lowry of Potosi High School. She's in charge of their broadcasting program, which she's started basically from the ground up and done a great job. Happy birthday, Stacy. Had her husband, Sean, on the show last week. And Amy Whittier celebrating a birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Amy. Hope you have a great day. What about Thursday, July 2nd?
Thursday, happy birthday to Trenton Berghaus, son of Julie Berghaus from Parkland Pharmacy. Trenton, I hope you're doing great. Happy birthday to you from all your mom and dad and all your family. Clint Tebow celebrates a birthday today. Clint is the son of Mike Tebow, a longtime Farmington coach, and Clint was a pretty good football player, and I hear his son is a really, really good football player. So happy birthday to you, Clint, from all your family. And our good buddy, Rick Capias.
Rick Capias.
Celebrating a birthday on
Happy
Thursday.
birthday, Rick.
Rick, the man, Capias. Happy birthday to you.
Mike Tebow, Kelly Valley, rest in peace. Love him, one of my favorite people of all time. Always said that Mike Tebow was the best high school athlete he'd ever seen. And
he played college football.
Played college football. He gave lots of examples of, like, on his knees at home plate and throwing a strike to the top of the field and center field, and just always very, very complimentary of Mike Tebow.
Mike Tebow would always refer to Steve Bessemer and I as the Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid of football play-by-play.
He probably had a lot of nicknames.
And I still see him. I still see him all the time. He was swimming at the Farmington Civic Center.
Very good. Barb Jones with a birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, Barb. Hope it's a great day for you. And Micah Pogamiller, he's involved with several of the podcasts on the Barn Network. Happy birthday, Micah. Hope you have a great day. And then we wrap up the week next Friday, July 3rd. Who's celebrating birthdays?
Well, how about Donna Womack, the wife of Dick Womack, celebrating a birthday? I always like Donna. She's a really nice
fine
gal.
librarian. And
fine librarian at the Washington Franklin School, I think.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong. But happy birthday to you, Donna. I hope you're doing great. They're living in the city now. And somebody you know a lot better than me, but we both know very well, Camille Nations.
Oh, Camille.
Celebrating a birthday as well.
Yep. Board of Trustees member at Mineral Area College, was the central music teacher for a long, long time, and big part of the Baby Boomer concert. Miss Nations is a fantastic young lady. Misty Conway, West County teacher. She was the pre-K teacher at St. Joe's for a long time as well. And just, my kids love you, Miss Misty, and we just all think you're an awesome person. Happy birthday to you. And Aubrey Brewster, political junkie and fan of the Parkland podcast, celebrating a birthday on Friday as well. Those are your birthdays and your anniversaries. Quick break when we return.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
That Subway commercial.
Yes.
I love going to the Farmington Subway store because Heather's back there, and now she is working with her daughter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
very cool. She's getting a pet parrot, apparently. So,
a pet parrot?
Yes.
If you could have a pet parrot, what would you teach your parrot to say?
Mike Toody's a stud.
Should I tell? No, I'm going to tell. My neighbor had a parakeet that said something slightly inappropriate.
Well,
so I'll save that for another podcast, maybe one of those behind-the-scene one. So we got changes to our final segment, our music segment. We're going to branch out. We're going to do something a little different for you. Starting next week, we're going to make it more of a entertainment segment.
Yes. We'll have a song of the week and a movie of the week.
Movie of the week. I'm very excited about that. I like a lot of strange movies that I would like to throw out there to people to see.
That's good with me.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm one of those people too. I'm sure you have friends that, oh my God, I just hate this movie so much. I can't believe they did that. I'm usually entertained no matter what is happening. Are you kind of that same way too?
Sometimes a movie can be so bad it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's probably the first one I'm going to talk about is it's so bad it's good. But we'll save that for next week. And, of course, we'll always look for your suggestions. Song of the week. Who do you have for us?
Song of the week. Listen to it on the way here. It's from Grand Funk Railroad. I'm your captain, closer to home. 9.5 minutes long and worth every second. That is my favorite Grand Funk Railroad song, and there are a lot of Grand Funk Railroad songs that are really good, but that is my favorite one right there. When my buddy, a good buddy of mine, passed away, that was his favorite rock and roll group, and as I was driving to his funeral service, somehow, some way, that song was playing on the radio, and I thought, man, of all the millions of songs you could play on the radio at that particular 10-minute time frame from my house to the funeral home, to have that song playing and have my radio on that station at that time, that was just amazing to me. So
really cool.
There you go. Very good song.
I'm picking my favorite Alice Cooper song.
I wanna be
for the song of the week. And with what we did today and all the candidates that we spoke with elected by Alice Cooper. That's on the $1 Billion Babies album. It was the follow-up single to probably his most famous song, School's Out, and released in 1973. And let's see, it was, trying to think, I think it was a number, it peaked at number 26 during election week in the United States. It is a hard rock song with glam rock influences. Its political theme was inspired by the 1972 presidential election. And Cooper said the song is total political satire and added that he hates politics, but the idea of Alice, the scourge of the entire world, being president was just too good.
Alice Cooper, great song. My brother's seen him in concert, puts on a great show. And if you ever get a chance, read his autobiography. It is really, really good.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
Little known fact about Alice Cooper, he's a churchgoer.
Yeah, he's very strong Christian.
Yes.
Very
I just
strong
would
Christian.
love to be sitting next to him in a pew wearing his black makeup and stuff. I think
Well,
that would
Father
be cool.
Smithy's okay with it.
And he's also a very good golfer.
Yes, very good golfer. And very, very big historian, I think, too. There's
And I
all
think he
kinds of
used to
things
drink like 2 cases of beer a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a big beer drinker. He doesn't do that anymore.
Wow. If I drink 2 cases of beer a day, I would be...
We wouldn't be doing the podcast right now.
I'd be dead. So, yeah. Way to go, Alice Cooper. Fantastic. Next week, we are going to, and this is just kind of a behind-the-scenes thing, but we're going to record on Friday, and we'll have it for you on Saturday, because next Saturday is July the 4th. That'll free me up to do some stuff. I know I got a big party I'm going to on the 3rd, and then I'm sure on the 4th somebody will twist my arm and say, hey, why don't you put your Uncle Sam costume on and go down to Jerry's Fireworks. So I'll probably be doing that a little bit. But we will have at least one guest coming up on the show next week.
Heather Garner's going to be joining us. She just got back from Washington, D.C., where she got to visit with some, rub elbows with some pretty highfalutin people, and she's going to tell us all about that.
She didn't cut anything out of the reflecting pool, did she?
Not that I know of.
We'll ask her firsthand on the podcast. So Heather Garner, always fun to talk to, will be our guest next week. And then after that, oh my gosh, we have some great guests lined up. On the 11th, we'll talk to Kevin White. Matt Harden is going to be our guest at 8:45 on the 11th, and he's going to talk about the amendments. I've found people from both sides of the amendments, both local, to come and talk to us. Matt will talk to us on the 11th. Tom Burcham will talk to us on the 18th. So we'll get both sides of that measure. And Daniel Engler, I'm glad you scored this interview with Daniel again. He's with the Parks Department, right? And I know that Amendment 1 is probably the most agreeable amendment that's out there on the ballot, but I wanted to get Daniel on to talk about that, and I'm sure that'll be one of the many things he talks about with us on the 11th. And then we mentioned Tom Burcham. Kevin Engler, we have down to be with Tom on the 18th, and then Paul Williams will come in. He'll talk to us about Big River Chautauqua. And then on July 25th, Democrat Candidates Day, which we're real excited about because we not only have Bill Young, Whitney Whisker Brooks, and Eli Flowers coming in to talk to us on that day. We also have the two candidates for the 8th Congressional District on the Democratic side that are both going to join us here at Ransom's on July 25th. So we're real excited about that.
Thanks to Ransom's for hosting us. Come by, get their pick-a-pack sodas, grab one of their shirts. And thank you for letting us have the podcast here.
Yeah, and thanks for the new tablecloth, too. I know we haven't been able to get it in the shot these first couple of weeks, but it says Parkland Podcast, got our names on it.
But we covered it up with a Ransom's T-shirt.
Well, yeah, the T-shirt's probably more important, though. Actually, the pick-a-pack is very, very important. Get some jelly beans while you're here today, too. They're open until 6 o'clock, from 11 to 6 every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sounds fantastic. Enjoy your leading up events to the 4th of July, and I'll talk to you next week, sir.
Yes. Peace out, homies.
Peace out, homies. Thanks, everybody.
Get ready for the heat.
Yeah, get ready to